All right, it's May 26th, 6:40 at night. No light here. I've been walking for about 2 hours, so I got off the port got off the boat in Sibulan port, and I figured I'd grab a taxi or a hubble hubble, right? Really never having done hubble hubble in Valencia, never paid attention. Done it in Cebu a few times. So I get off the port, and I know how far it is to Valencia, and I know what hubble hubbles cost. And a guy runs up and he says, "Hey, you need a ride?" And I said, "Yeah, man. Where are you going?" You know, I said, "I'm just going to Valencia." "How much?" 400 pesos. Now, that's a ripoff, right? That's skin tax out the wazoo. So I'm like, "Nah, don't worry about it. You know, I can do better. I'll just get a taxi." So he comes back and he says, "Well, how much you want to pay?" Now, just because I was offended, I said 150, right? Like, basically, just get away from me. You know, I just said 150. And he let me keep walking, and then he comes back and he goes 200. And I said, no, don't worry about it. So I really didn't want to give him the business at that point, right? Because he tried to skin tax me, right? Like, I'm the kind of guy who will bite off my nose to spite my face. I will walk 4 hours if you try to take advantage of me. Now, it's the difference of $1, right? Basically, I offered him like $2.75 and he wanted $3.50 or whatever. But I'd rather walk. I don't mind, right? Like, I really don't mind. I thought I'd make better progress. I've been walking non-stop, but I don't think I'm halfway yet. It's probably been 2 hours. And I really thought someone would stop and offer hubble. Like, I didn't realize not one person has offered hubble hubble. I haven't seen a single taxi in 2 hours. I never paid attention to that. I never paid attention. There are no taxis in Valencia. I mean, there may be one or something. I don't know. I haven't seen one. And no hubble hubble. So yeah, you might want to think about that when you're getting your prices at the port. That's it. Stop by later. All right, update number 2. So here's a story I have to share. In the bus ride in to Cebu yesterday, I booked a hotel, an Airbnb. I booked Airbnb for 3 nights. And I don't even mind saying it. It was called Ria and Vaughn, or Vaughn and Ria. It's not that important to me. I may make a tribute video to them later. So I booked it, and then I'm driving in, and as I start getting closer, I'm like, I get a message from them, and it says, "Hey, be sure to pay your deposit." And you know, I've been hosting for a while. We don't collect deposits. And I Google it, and deposits aren't even allowed. It's against policy with Airbnb. Airbnb has an insurance. They take care of that. If your place is messed up, they take care of it, right? You can't. So now I've already paid. The money's been deducted from my account, about 80 bucks. So I said, "Hey, this is against policy." "Oh, well, we're so sorry, but we decided to implement this." And I said, "You can't decide to implement it. It's against policy. You're not allowed to do it. That's like just saying you just decided to sell marijuana on Amazon. Well, I'm glad you decided to, but it's against policy." "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but this is our policy." "Well, okay, look, I'm done." I said, "Just refund me." "No, sir, we won't refund you. You have to cancel." So I go look, and if I cancel, I only got $17 back. So I said, "Look, I'm not canceling. You cancel it." "No, sir, you'd have to cancel it." I said, "There's no way to cancel. There's not an option." And they said, sorry, sir. You know, we're not going to cancel it." So then I had to call Airbnb, and Airbnb only has a 1-800 number. So now I'm burning minutes. Well, in fairness, I used my Google Voice, but still, I'm burning load. And as far as they know, I'm burning, you know, I'm paying $3 to $5 a minute. So I'm on the phone 15 minutes with Airbnb explaining everything. I'm very upset. And I say, "Look, they're demanding a deposit from me to go there, and they won't give me a refund." So he says, "Okay, sir, we'll call them. We'll call you back." So after they call, All of a sudden I get an email going, okay, sir, you can go there. It's okay. Don't worry about the deposit. I said, no, I already booked another place. Can't cancel now. I don't have a right to cancel with them. Now, I didn't really book another place. But again, I'm the kind of guy who'll bite off my nose to spite my face. I don't want you getting $1 from me. And I know now it's going to be hard for you to rent it out, right? It's getting later in the day. You tried to stick me with a deposit when it's against policy. You're not allowed to do that. You can't stick with someone with a $200, $300 deposit, whatever it is. It doesn't matter if it's $50. You can't just say, hey, that's not in the terms. That wasn't in the terms when I went to Airbnb to book my reservation. So, yeah, that was my big story coming into Cebu. And it started off the trip wrong. And the whole trip was wrong because I hadn't been out in Cebu since like 2009. And that's a long time ago, right? I had fond memories of it and I really thought I was going to enjoy it. So I used to go to these discotheques. I thought that'd be cool. Let me go to a discotheque, or basically it just left a bad taste in my mouth. I did not enjoy the trip at all. I tried to go to a discotheque, but yeah, it's just not the same. It's not the same old Cebu I remembered. Went home early, got up in the morning, headed back. Would just rather be in Valencia at this point. This is just, I'm not 35 years old, I'm not 20 years old anymore, and I'm not into the party scene, so yeah. Glad to be back in Valencia. More to come.